Well, my moonshot was inspired by a life experience that I had. So my prior company was Plum Organics. I was the co-founder and CEO there. Ran that. It was an amazing journey. We were out on a mission to feed little ones the very best food from the very first bite, and we were all in, you know. And after 6 years of that, we sold the company to Campbell's Soup. And my wife, in all her infinite wisdom, said, "You've been taking care of this company for 6 years now. You got to start taking care of yourself." Now, I was a former Ironman triathlete, and so after hanging up those sneakers to run a different race as we run this company, I gained 50 pounds. And so I was in a rough shape. And so that set me off on my wellness journey, which ultimately led me to starting Habit. You know, I convinced myself to go for it because I didn't really have any other options. I had to fix what was going on with me from a health standpoint. And after I went through that journey and understood that the road to my own well-being was actually inside of me, I just had to learn how to listen to the signals. That, in the transformation that happened, it realized that that should be available to everyone in this country. You know, I've had a lot of support in launching Habit. I have an amazing executive team, some of the best leaders that I've ever worked with in my life. I also had some great support from Campbell's Soup, who bought my company, my previous company. They're our sole strategic investor, and they've invested $32 million to date. So Habit is a really complicated business. We have life science, we have technology, and we have food all under one umbrella. So simply put, we have an at-home test kit where we look at your DNA, your blood work, and your metabolism. We take all of that and create a digital dashboard that's customized just for you on how to eat. And then to make it all easy, we craft fresh prepared meals customized to your biology, delivered to your door. So most people who look at our company think we actually have 3 companies in one, and that's probably been the most difficult part of starting Habit. You know, I think one of the key essential traits of an entrepreneur is endurance, where you have to kind of bust through all the obstacles to get to the other side. And you know, starting a company is complicated. There's all kinds of roadblocks. And I think you just have to weather yourself for that and make sure you've got the right team to break down any barrier that gets in your way. Well, we haven't had a best mistake yet, but we look forward to the opportunity of having one of those at Habit. You know, for me, the most critical moment at Habit was when we had our first beta test, where we had built the product. It was a minimal viable product, or an MVP, of the testing, the digital dashboard, and the food. And we were able to get it out to consumers to test it out. And all of a sudden, after a couple weeks, we started getting some testimonials back of people who were just, you know, they had different reactions, but we were clear that we were going to make an impact in people's lives. Some were around weight loss, you know, like feeling really, you know, better than they've felt in years. Some was around just actually taking the confusion away from eating. One individual actually said that she spends a good majority of her day thinking about what she should eat and then second guessing her decisions after she'd eaten. And after getting the Habit blueprint for her nutrition plan, she actually felt a sense of calm and peace in that process of trying to figure out what to eat. She now knew what to eat, and it was just a matter of actually putting it together and making it happen. You know, what we're finding in terms of food today, there's a ton of confusion out there. Like, you know, there's all these diets, paleo, vegan, macrobiotic, now plant-based. You know, it's really hard to decipher what's right for you. And so the process that we go through is, you know, when people come onto Habit, we understand, you know, what they're currently doing, because many people that come onto Habit are, you know, paleo, they're vegan, they're plant-based. They have a lot of things that are driving their food choices. And then we marry that ideology with their biology. And that's where the real breakthrough happens. You know, one of the things that I do to ensure success as an entrepreneur is that I focus on ideas that are really personal. So with Plum, I had 2 young daughters, and I always say that they had me wrapped around their little finger, and it was amazing for business. Every day I show up for work, I would show up for them. With Habit, it was around understanding how to unlock my potential through personalized nutrition. And that's a journey. I'm still on that journey. And so, you know, we've hired a bunch of people that are also on that journey. We have hardcore CrossFitters, we have yogis, we have foodies. We have people that are living the dream that we all hope to achieve with Habit. And I think that keeps me coming back every day.
Awesome.
I think the one piece of advice I'd have in starting your own company is make it personal. You know, you're spending so much of your life to build this company and grow this company. You got to be passionate about it, and it's got to connect you in both the head and the heart. The other bit of advice I would say is don't chase the money. If you chase the money, you're building a company for the wrong reasons. If you make something that's truly exceptional, that actually adds value to people's lives, the money will come. But you got to be focused on being exceptional and creating value in people's lives, and stop.